Hello? Is this thing on? Oh. Oh! What's up? What's up, Wenzel? Hold on. Oh my god, why does that always lag everything out? What's up? When did I leave CreatorCon? Finland CreatorCon? Oh man. Well, I don't know. They walked in and then I was talking to him for a while and then they walked in and then I was sort of there by myself. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm kind of stuck here holding my stuff, so I need to just kind of disappear in a very dignified way. And so I did. Let's go ahead and give a shout out to Watermelon Dad 99 playing Clash Royale. So give him a follow. Check out his stream. Yeah, Philam CreatorCon was quite fun. Feeling really old being there. So took a couple of pictures and realized, yeah, I am old. Oh. Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, no, I was there. I was at Bobby Rubio's and the Portaccio panel also. I was like standing against the wall. Like right behind the main photographer. And no, that was it was very informative. It was very informative and made me think, dude, I better start upping my thing. I better start making stuff. Oh, you were. Oh, okay. You were standing in the doorway. Yeah, I was like near the doorway also, but I was up against where all the water bottles were. So like, like there's like a mini refrigerator right there, and so I was like kind of next to the second row. I was actually standing right next to where Sal was sitting. So I'm like, there's nowhere for me to hide because I'm standing. So it's like, dang it, I hate when this happens. Like, I don't want to take up a chair, and at the same time, I don't want to be seen standing. Oh, man. Sometimes I wish I could be just a normal. Sometimes I wish I could be normal. And have normal thoughts like a normal person. Like, just go sit down, but then no, my brain goes thinks about all kinds of dumb things like, oh my god, I can't, I'm standing out and I'm standing and I look awkward. Ah. Yeah, my shit just goes crazy when I started thinking about, you know, stuff like, where am I standing? Can people see me? Oh my god, do I look stupid? Ugh. Ugh. Oh wow. The Rubios were impressed with Logan's artwork. That is cool. Yes, that is the hallmark of who I am. I care way too much about what people think. Although, there are a couple of things that I've learned from you over the years, which is like, drink whatever you want to drink. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as it tastes good to you, order it. No, I just came a little self-conscious because I thought, okay, this is going to be a big deal event. So I'm sure, I mean, they had this step and repeat. I was like, okay, this is going to be like a Hollywood premiere. Everybody's going to be looking like Crazy Rich Asians for the premiere of the movie. So I better kind of come half represent. And then realize it was just sort of a casual thing. Uh, well, what can I say? That's also my hallmark thing is coming running the wrong thing. What am I doing here? Am I in a I'm in shallow field. Where am I? I'm in some space station. I don't even know where I'm at. I think I finished a cargo mission. And then I don't remember where I signed off last night because I was prepping for today. because we're all about doing our space Amazon Prime deliveries, and I'm going to show you how I do that. It's going to be pretty casual. We're basically, what, I don't know, what is another game where everybody just like does normal things? Like Stardew Valley. I think you just farm there, right? You just plant seeds. You plant seeds, you watch them grow, you water them, and then you pick them. I mean, there's more to the game than that, but I feel like that's kind of the draw, is like it's casual, you do the tasks, you know. So I'm gonna be casual and do the tasks. So thank goodness they added hauling, and hauling is pretty damn cool because it's like taking boxes around. I just want to make sure I get. Oh, okay. Collect some stems, and then drop them off. Right? Sounds pretty easy. I think I can do that. So yeah, I mean, you know, it was really cool, Watermelon Dad, seeing the legends up at the front, and I'm just like, wow, you know what? This is cool.
Welcome to the ASOP.
I don't think there was any feeling of intimidation or anything like that. It was good to be among really smart people.
Your vehicle has been delivered.
Really smart people, and thinking, you know what? What was the first thing someone asked me? So how'd you feel about that panel? And I was like, yeah, I'm sort of regretting all my life choices. You know, when they said, yeah, Portacio made Bishop, I'm thinking like, I think what he said was, you know, you don't know what's happening in the future, and some of those opportunities come by, and it's just like a door opening, and you just have to step right through it, because, you know, you never know what it's going to lead to. Because those people, let's say it's not the thing that you thought it was going to be, there are people probably on the other side of that door that will lead you to bigger and greater things. And what is it? I don't know, I feel like I heard this in a movie. You gotta grab on with both hands and hold on tight. You don't ever know what it's gonna turn into. And there are, you know, maybe there are some obvious things and some other life choices that, of course, are going to lead to some bad things. But, you know, if you see something and you don't know how it's going to turn out, and it's scary because it's different, but overall could be exciting, then why not, I guess, right? That's just the fear and the self-doubt probably talking, making you feel like you can't do it, or what if you fail, and the fear of failure. Ugh. Why is that so strong sometimes? Worse yet, the fear of failing and being embarrassed of failing can feel stronger than actually just doing the thing and then struggling, but realizing that if you fail fast enough and you learn from your mistakes, that later on you may become a success and you'll be stronger for it. Oh fuck. Yeah, well, yeah, that's me. Man, was this like back when was this like doing illustration or whatnot? Man, all I can tell you is that, man, my drawing, I never thought that my illustration was going to lead anywhere, because it just wasn't good enough. You know, we had some really strong artists in our kind of collective friend group back in the day, and you know what? There was some strong skills, and there was a little bit of self-reflection on actual skill set, and I thought, you know what? Why am I kidding myself? Hey, what's up, Ferk? How you doing? It was at Fashion Valley. Oh, when we lived in Mission Valley. Well, I made some of my own questionable decisions when we were there. because I don't know. I still wasn't mentally born then. Let's see that again. Did you notice? We got our little... We've got our Atlas loader now, ready to do our Space Amazon deliveries here. This is what we're going to use to load boxes. Alright, let's go. We got to pick stuff up over at Bikini Point to drop off at Everest Harbor. 2 space stations, gonna be no big deal. Also, let's give a shout out to Fark. Fark is a regular viewer also, and he is cool. So check him out. Check them out. Yes. Oh, going through life, regretting our life choices. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Try to live in a way that you wouldn't have any regrets. I wish we could say that's something that we can just do. It's something that we just can't do unless you have absolutely no, I don't know, mental filter. You have no mental filters. In which case, you may not live to have any regrets, but you will probably never have mentally any regrets. You will only have adventures to speak of. It's never too late. It's never too late. Well, you know, there's that Gary Vaynerchuk talk where he's just kind of speaking to a friend who happens to be like 40 years old. And he's talking about 40-year-olds and how a lot of 40-year-olds think that life is over. And that they're all washed up, you know, because they've been just sort of doing their thing for the last 20, 30 years, working at the office, doing nothing. And they think that's all there is to their life. And they believe that they're all kind of washed up and they don't have anything more to live for. Or they don't have anything else to offer the world. And then people, and he's just kind of saying, no, man, you've got so many years of your life left to do. You can do so many awesome things. He says, like, yeah, you got 40, 50 years of life with extended lifespans nowadays. You should just, like, start a blog. You start a YouTube channel. You could do all kinds of things. Spread your wisdom. You probably are a fountain of wisdom of all your years of experience. Turn that into something. Why not? Yeah. You're 50 and you're doing new things. And you're 50 and you're doing more things than most people doing that have ever done in their lifetime. You know, like they have people out there who go their whole lives and they don't even travel. They would. I think there are some who may not even have left the country, which is pretty crazy. What was my contract again? I'm going to Bikini Point. Okay, that's near Arcorp. You're still 50 and you're still doing new things. You know, that right there. There's, what is it? Is it a fear of the unknown? Is there a fear risking not to, I think something that I had before was like the whole risking the risk of trying something and not being good at it. You know, I think that was like, you know, because certain life choices lead you to other great things. I mean, like, if the things that may have never happened to me if I never tried, I'm just trying to think of, like, wow, where were we? We were still in, like, college, and I did not want to go ice skating. What is it, for my first time or whatever? And and then people had told me that No, the whole point of it is that you fall and you have fun. And it was just really a fear of like not being good and looking stupid. But it's like everybody else is in the same exact boat, but they're having a good time doing it, you know? And I went. I went ice skating. And I had a great time even though I was terrible. And I met a lot of people. I met a lot of people of it from there, and a lot of life experiences changed from that point because I decided not to stay home, I guess. And you know, that was just one thing, you know. Cycling, racing, you're considered washed up at 30 years old, but you started 32. Professionally. Yeah, well, who is I mean, there are some examples of people like in history, like great athletes who apparently like they're record breakers and they didn't even really start until they were either their late 30s or 40s. Um I think the biggest examples were in like baseball, for example, but I don't recall the names. If anybody knows, just let me know. We're off to Arcorp, Bajini Point, to pick up a load of stems, which are to be delivered to Everest Harbor at Hurston. Powerlifting competitions. Uh-oh. Watermelon Dad's about to go back to being super yoked with big tree trunk legs. It was nice seeing some old faces over at over over at the Finlam Creator Con. And the fact that despite us being way older than we were when we knew each other a lot, I think we, for the most part, were holding up pretty well. You know, with the makeup and everything, we're still holding up. We're doing our best, considering. Gonna compete? Oh, okay. Well, like you had told me before, and this was a question that was posed to me, and of course I answered it wrong, which was, would you rather build for strength or size? And I think my answer before was like, of course I'm gonna build for size because who cares how weak I am as long as I look big, so people think I'm strong. And I was like, and then you know the answer is like, you know, because if you end up building for strength, you're gonna be big in a sense that you still look great. You may not be like Arnold Schwarzenegger big, but who cares, you know, because you're actually stronger than most people out there, period. And you still would look way better in clothes than you would if you didn't even do anything at all, period. And strength for longevity, yeah. You have pounds to lose, you know what, hard to tell. But yeah, I understand that you've got goals, dude. I don't know. Thankfully I've got this little reminder in my calendar that are like, these are the body parts you're supposed to be working throughout the week. Why don't you bring that bench back inside and start using it? More muscle mass, more cancer fighting hormones. Yeah. And so I think for a lot of people, just doing something, building a little bit, and it never seems like much at first. But once you kind of get the ball rolling and then you feel, I don't know what it is. Is it like, I mean, what's that chemical reaction in your brain when you realize like something is changing just a little bit? When you start to feel a little stiff in the arms from that first couple of workouts and you're like, I'm addicted to that. I want it again. And you realize that that little tiny gain with that little tiny soreness, that little tiny little stiffness in the arms. Actually, you want more of that. Everybody write that down. Everybody write that down. Clip it, and put it on your calendar, because that's what you need to do. Watermelon Dad's got it right there. He's got the routine, the simple few steps, the basic things that you probably need to basically take yourself from being nothing to something. You know, it may not be world-class champion, but boy, you will probably never, you will not regret the results you get from those basic exercises. All right, we are around ArcCorp. And of course, this is the city made completely. This is the city. This is the planet made completely out of cities. We will go there at some point, but not at the moment. What's interesting is that while we're here in orbit, you see down there, you can see it. That is Area 18 right there. There's the capital of the planet. Interesting, because if this thing is covered by cities, then why the whole thing should be lit up. All right, Space Amazon's here. We're gonna pick up our first load. It's 101. Is it SC? Does that stand for Standard Cargo Units? SCU. We're gonna pick up 101 SCUs of stims, which are basically like medical, injectable medical drugs. An auto heal, if you will. Alright, we're getting closer to Bajini Point here. I'm gonna go ahead and call for a hangar so we can start loading. Space Amazon's here. Pick up package. Give me a hangar.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Okay, we got one right there. Large hangar. Gotta get down to it. Just make sure we don't run into anything. Okay, we're just coming in. Just gonna ease this thing down. Squats, deadlift, bench press, overhead, shoulder press, pull-ups. And Watermelon Dad, how many of those require a lot of complicated equipment? Probably you don't need a lot of equipment at all, right? To do a lot of those things. Coming in nice and slow. Dropping landing gear. Yeah, we've got a big boy here. This is not a small ship. The only thing that I always worried about when I do these kind of landings is that I'm taking too long. Now that hangars are supposed to be instanced, like there's actually a timer, and I don't know what that timer is now, but you don't want to lag when you're coming in, because they will close the doors on you. And I just like, dude, I don't want to blow up the ship coming in. Fuck. Oh my god. Whatever you do, just don't close the door on me while I'm here.
I'm sorry.
Ah! I'm in, fucker! You asshole. Well, I'm in the hangar now, so what are you gonna do about it? Put this fucker down. Put her down. I'm in. Ha! What are you gonna do about that? Download Strong Lives 5x5 app. It's free. What? Tell me what. Sell me on it, Wenzel. What's it about? Oh shit. Oh shit. We're not even really landed. Come on, put the ship down. There we go. Okay. Whew. All right, let's get out of this chair. Let's do this. Why the hatch is not making any sounds? Okay, let's go. I think there's some missing audio here. Space Amazon is here to take your boxes. I guess you would consider in Star Citizen this would be considered casual gameplay. Like super casual. As in like Stardew Valley casual type gameplay, you know, like planting seeds and growing vegetables. Casual. Why? Because I'm not fighting, I'm not trying to fight nobody, I'm not trying to like I'm not trying to gank nobody, I'm not trying to be a murder hobo, I'm just here to haul boxes. Using my trusty loader. And my, you know, I've got my tractor beam tools, so we're here to spread happiness through deliveries. You know, it's sort of like when it comes like Christmas time, everybody's gonna need their boxes taken somewhere. So I'm just here to bring 101 standard cargo units of crates full of medical supplies to another harbor. Okay, so the easiest way, you know, I have a tractor beam to pull the tractor beam bot, the Atlas. It's actually, to me, it's faster to actually move that this way and then put it like right here. Oh shit. Is there like collision on the ramp at all? Sort of. Let's just put it down here. And then we'll take care of it once we get it on the ground. We'll call up the boxes, and then from there we will start moving things. Okay. We're all ready to go. Don't be so tactical about it. You know, we're here to load boxes. We're not here for a paintball fight. Alright, it's going to be a whole bunch of boxes, so let's see what we got. We're going to lower it. First, you see the freight elevator is open right now. This confuses a lot of people, like, why doesn't it do anything? Well, it's open because they set it up like that by default. You need to go into the freight manager and lower the elevator down to the warehouse first before anything happens. So they close the door. A whole lot of inappropriately emergency sounding alarms, which just telling you that that stuff is happening. Now we transfer the mission cargo into the elevator lift, which will now be raised up. Oh my god, why did they load them in these crates? Okay. Well, I guess that's appropriate. These crates are a lot bigger than they look. In fact, I'll show you how big these crates are. If I walk up to one, you know what I've never known? They have ladders, okay? Does that mean I can climb these? No? I sure hope you can climb them in the future. Okay, so there's a bunch of boxes. Each one of these, I think, is 8 SCU each. So there should be a number of them. Don't ask me to do any math, because I'm not going to. 12 times 8, 96. And then 96, so 6 plus 5 is 11. So there's probably going to be a few extra small boxes, which you saw over there. Let's go ahead and load up now. All right, let's go. Time to do some casual gaming here. With the woohoo with the Argo Atlas. So probably from using this enough one night, I realized that although this thing does make things faster, it's faster for some things. Other things, it becomes kind of awkward to use because of the way it just kind of picks things up and then like yeets them out to a certain distance. So you definitely don't want to front load on the M2 using this thing because it will just slam it into the cargo doors. Alright, let's move that over there. And then we just kind of keep going. Turn the... So it's good at like grabbing things really fast and bringing them to you. And then from there you can just kind of place things. It's just a little funky when it comes to like automatically placing things where they're supposed to see it. It just like throws it. Thank goodness for now, I don't think there's any damage to the boxes or your ship. Maybe there is to the ship. There certainly isn't any damage to the boxes being tossed around, but it sure looks like it is. So, kind of huge, heavy lifts are pretty quick with this thing. When it's actually in the ship, it probably... Oh, my God. It's quick, but when you need to, like, rearrange things, it's probably better for you to use, like, your hand tractor tool. Or else somebody or something is going to get hurt. Let's take a look how that goes. All right. Okay, all right. Couple more. All right, right around there. Whoa. Whoa. And we still got room. Oh, my goodness. Grab this guy here. Whoa. Picks it up with ease, right? Alright, let's see if we can make some room and just kind of put it near the... See, the placement is a little funky, because I'm like, okay, I want it to go over there, but I can't aim it over there for some reason. I think it has to do with the fact that the ceiling... there's a ceiling height restriction, so it can't, like, hold it up in the air too long, or too high, or else it'll hit the ceiling. So you gotta... Now you gotta do some weird kind of aiming to get it to go where you want it. Oh my gosh. Alright, how about there? Okay, we'll take everything from there now. Yes, this is casual gaming, folks. Casual gaming in the Star Citizen. Oh, Star Citizen sense. Is this out of range or something? Maybe it's too far? Is there like a range restriction? Because I didn't seem that way a while ago. Another thing we can also do, we can just toss all those boxes over here. Now, I'm not sure why we can't... Why? What's going on here? Why are we having issues like running the beam? It wants to go put the beam somewhere else. Okay. We'll just go over there and just try to... What I was gonna say is, like, if it's too far, let's just kind of stack them close to the platform, and then we'll take care of them. Okay, now I think there's something wrong. It may have wigged out a little bit. Maybe we can reset it by just getting out and going back in again. So let's just go back into the Maybe we just reset the Atlas. And now it should work. Okay, here we go. Maybe we're good. Maybe we're not good. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see if we can use the hand tractor beam to do it. Probably not. Interesting. There's no target. Are you telling me if I was to walk up to this thing, it's not there? Is the server about to die? Volume exceeded. Volume exceeded? Is this too big? No, it's not. Okay, well, we can get the smaller stuff out. Let's just move that out of here so that it's... So that should be a 4 and a 1. That makes 5. Okay, yeah, that's 4 SCU and 5. And then... So now, suddenly, these have become interactive. Interesting. Maybe somehow, because they were grouped together, or maybe the server was... Maybe the server was tripping? Maybe the server was tripping. Alright, well, you know what? We can get them out of here. Let's just do that. And now, while I don't want to use my hand tractor tool, we have the Atlas now. The Atlas should be ready to go. Let's go ahead and do that. Get back in here. We should be ready now. There we go. Okay, we're good now. So I'm going to go ahead and get back onto the ramp. To make it easier to aim while I'm using the tractor beam. You like looking at the butt of a robot? No? Neither do I. Okay, here we go. Alright, hopefully everything's... Yep, everything's working again. Okay, we're gonna put them nice and neat in a nice, tidy little column here. And, oof. And the fun part about... Of course, casual gaming is, wow, well, look at that. I just pushed everything out of the way. Is just kind of arranging everything nice and neat as I'm moving things around. I mean, this is kind of like... Oh, it's not... There, oh, there we go. Oh, okay. This is sort of turning into a tidiness simulator. When I didn't have the Atlas, and when I was kind of using regular tractor beams, I would just throw them into the ship because, you know what, I just stopped caring after a while. Time is money. Oh. Couple more to go. Oh gosh. Okay, let's get in there. Move it, move it. Okay. So here's sort of that limitation again where it's like, okay, you got to physically get in here now because the ceiling is preventing you from aiming it properly. This doesn't have like an aiming mechanism per se. There we go. And it sucks that you kind of have to go third person in order to do that. Alright, now the last ones, the small boxes. We'll get that right there. And then the last one SCU. And we should be good. Alright, we're good now. Go ahead and we're gonna leave the Atlas. And close the hatch. Let's get ready to go. Sorry we couldn't stay to enjoy the sights at Bikini Point, but we've got a job to do and we're getting paid by the hour here, I think. I don't know if this is true, but if the depending on how long it takes for you to run the mission, that affects like your reputation. That affects your reputation build percentage, I guess, when you finally complete it. I'm not really sure of that. So whatever you can do to make the process more efficient is probably appreciated. I want to find that out. Does anybody know? Yeah, the audio is bugged. I hope that's something that becomes sort of like a goal as tech depth fixes at some point for 4.0.
You are clear to launch.
Same with ATC.
Engines on.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Time is money, my friend. Let's get out of here. Deliver this to Hurston. Slowly, slowly. You don't have rear view mirrors right here, but this is good enough. All right, clear. Raising landing gear. VTOL's wings are up. Switching to... We are clear of the station. Turning and switching to quantum travel mode to deliver this. Okay, we need to plot a course. We need to get around the station. Alright, so now let's back out. We need to go to Hurston. So around the Hurston system, Everest Harbor. Oops, we don't want to go there. We want to go to Hurston itself. There's the planet. Everest Harbor is a station that is orbiting planet Hurston. So yes, route S there. Okay. Wow, look at all these orbital markers we got to get to. So first we have to get around Arcorp because it's a huge planet. Okay, we're past one side. Now we should have a straight shot to the planet. However, Hurston itself is large, so we may need to, go around a few orbital markers to get there. All right, see you later, planet made out of cities. We need space tunes. I'm actually building a playlist for background music here. You know what? The game does have music, but I feel like it actually hurts performance of the game because it starts to stutter. And that's just sort of embarrassing. And I would get up from my chair, but I have this irrational fear of getting up from the chair here and then flying out my ship. In fact, I wonder what... I think it's based on the server tick. What is the server tick right now? It's like 5, 4. Oh, that's not good. I don't want to be getting up right now. I feel like if I do anything like that, I will just fly out the ship, and that's not cool. Anything not tied down is going to be lost. So, yeah, we're just going to stay right here. Last night was amazing that I was on some server that had a solid, it was almost like a solid 30 hertz, 30 ticks per second. I mean, in Star Citizen terms, that's amazing because, like, you could probably have deadly NPC fights, and everything was just working so well. The problem is that, I mean, everything was going well, and then suddenly, like, I would just quantum travel like this, and then the server just died. No warning, it just died. Like, the whole setup died. 30k. Like, it wasn't even like a server error. It was 30k, which meant the whole shard itself just collapsed in, I don't know, I think that means also the replication layer broke also. But until then, it was amazing. It was amazing. My frames were great. Server tick was, like I said, solid 30. Like, I don't know. I wonder if they were experimenting. But I would love to have that kind of setup again. Until then, I'm afraid to do anything risky. Like get up from my chair and walk around during quantum travel. All right, we're nearly there. This is actually this has a fast quantum drive, I guess. This may not be military grade, but it definitely is quick. Okay, we need to get around Planet Hurston to get to Everest Harbor, so there we go. Oh, good. It's going to be on the sunlit side of the planet. Here we are. Here we go. Ah, nice, nice, nice. Okay, let's just turn towards the planet. We might have to go through another orbital marker to get around still. Yeah, OM4. Okay. Ah, here's high noon. All right, here should be Everest Harbor right there. Yeah, you see it off in the distance? So there's Everest Harbor. And you should be able to see Lorville down there below somewhere. Maybe if I turn the ship a little bit. Oh, there's just too many clouds, but I think if we get close enough. Okay, here we go. Now we're at Everest Harbor. Lorville is down there somewhere. Okay. Everest Harbor above Planet Hurston. I'm going to go ahead and fly just a little bit this way, and we're going to go switch to SCM mode. Let's call for a landing. Let's see, hold on, let's go find. Are we close enough to call for ATC yet? No, not yet. Okay, let's get a little closer. Because this is a large ship, we want to ensure that there's docking space available for us. Maybe now? Okay. There we go. Everest Harbor. 7 clicks away.
Please proceed to assign landing bay.
Yes, nice. I think that's me right here. All right. We'll see ya, Watermelon Dad 99. Give him a follow. He's a great guy IRL. He's also a streamer. Check him out. Racing VTOLs. Coming in pretty quick. Just don't want to get timed out here. Now dropping landing gear. Easy, easy, easy. Easy. Get in there, get in there. All right. Nice and easy. Okay, okay.
Have a pleasant stay.
Woo! All right, we're in. Let's go ahead and shut off the engines
Engines off.
and unload. Yeah, there are definitely some missing ship sounds. And I hope this is just on the audio team's gigantic list of things to do. There's so many things to do to get ready for 4.0 or even 1.0 in the future. Probably everybody went back to kind of close out Squadron 42. We are in the Crusader Industries Hercules M2. It's a military hauler. We should be carrying tanks here, but I opted to use this as a heavily armored freight carrier. All right, let's go ahead and open the rear. Open. Yeah, nice. Okay. So, unloading should be easy with the Atlas. I was trying to figure out the best way to do this. I think getting on the ramp with the Atlas and then just tossing things out the back and then throwing them in would probably be fast. Let's see if that's how it goes. Let's see how this goes. Here we go, here we go. Getting on the ramp. 101 SCUs out the door, here we go. Just moving off the ramp to the side, now turning around and just kind of throw things out there. And the reason we're not going to like throw anything in right now is because we're going to make room. From what I've learned, it's like you don't want to throw things in near to far. You want to go throw them far to near. And what I mean by that is like, I'll demonstrate that in a minute, is when we're going to start putting things into the actual cargo freight lift, you don't want to start from here, you want to start from way over there in the corner. And the reason we're not going to like put them in now and I'm just dropping them off onto the floor is because of the angle makes it too difficult to like properly aim things. So we're kind of doing strange cargo billiards at this point, so that we just preset things ready to go onto the ground. Wonder if we're actually damaging the ship by having the boxes scrape like that. Okay, here we go. Did we already clear one side, I think? I think we did. I don't know. One more. Good grief. The physics collisions, I'm... Could this cargo hauling patch be really more like a test case for physics for CIG? Because the amount of actual physics collisions that are going to be happening with all these boxes going all over the place. I feel like this is really an exercise for them to manage how cargo, or I mean how collision physics works. Okay. The ship is unloaded now. Now we get off the ship and we're going to place them onto the freight elevator. Onto the freight elevator's cargo grid. Like I said, from far to near. So we're going to go from right to left. As far as we can. You notice when there's no ceiling restrictions, you can aim this thing as far as you can. Do you hear those vibrations? That's the sound of all these boxes colliding with each other. Yeah, I think we didn't even aim it correctly, really. You just have to get onto the grid in any way possible. Doesn't matter if it's messy, I believe. Whoa. Holy shit, did I just lose one? Alright, whatever we do, don't... We'll try not to, like, throw it and let go. We'll watch it go. Keep an eye out for any missing boxes at this point. As you can see here, boom. Yeah, there's it's not perfect. But it you know, it does like large moves quickly. I'm sure there's a faster way of doing this, and you know, some people just really try not to care too much, and here I am, like, putting a little bit too much time into, like, trying to position it correctly. You don't even, yeah, you notice, well, yeah, that's kind of what I was doing originally, is that I wasn't even looking at it, I was doing it, and I feel like I don't know if I lost a box because of that. I don't know where it went. I was like, I tossed one, and I don't know actually where it went because I let go, and I don't know if it ended up on the grid. I think we got them all. I sure hope so. One didn't end up somewhere else. Well, we shall see, right? I think that was everything. You can never tell because with the server tick rate being low at this point. Like, we could have lost the box, but we'll only know when we do the submission, so here we go. Alright, let's lower the elevator. I think we got them all. 12 out of 12, 1 out of 1, 1 out of 1. Let's go. Contract complete. We got them all. Yee! Okay. That was good. That was I think that was 16,000 credits for doing that cargo haul, which is nice. I mean, it's not high reward, but it's definitely, I think, appropriate for something like this where you're just kind of like tossing boxes around. I think what I'm really interested is like what the rep gain is. So this would be with UDM. Oh no, it's Kovalex, right? Kovalex. I'd say it's like, I don't know, 15% each time for this bracket. And I wonder like what the bigger contracts would be. And I don't know, I wonder which ones give the most rep? Are they, because then these things vary. Like, for example, look at this one. This one gives you 23,000 credits, but it's a small haul. And I mean, I guess it could be because you're dropping off pressurized ice to like 4 different places. It's food and ice. So this one pays a good bit. If you pick it all up from one place, you just have to drop it off at different places. I say we do it. Hell, it's good money. This one pays almost as much money. You pick it all up from the same place, and you drop it off all at the same place. The only thing that's scary about this one is the fact that this looks like it will be outdoors. This might actually be faster. Let's try that. I think there is a little bit of risk from it. And the risk is that we are going to an outdoor cargo area. But if we can mitigate the risk, we move quickly, it might be all right. And apparently this thing can quote-unquote sprint. Hold down the shift key. It does have kind of a sprint motion. Now, hopefully these things in the future will have some customization, like I would say a pneumatic fist or jackhammer or something like that. We could use these things to box. We should be able to use these as fighting machines, like real steel. I forget, was that a Hugh Jackman movie? I think it was. All right, let's go. Okay. Let's go. We are going. Just worried about the ping here. Please don't crap out on me. I mean, the frames are actually not bad. I'm worried a little bit about the sound, and I'm definitely worried about the tick rate, which right now is like, actually, well, it's not bad. It's not horrible, but it's like 9 to 11 on the frame time. I am unclear if this is one of the servers that is well, no, actually they said that 100% of the live servers now are running the new CIG's RMQ system, which is like I guess sort of like an instruction messaging protocol for handling requests. Let's see, how does this go now? Okay. Compressed ice reminds you of the Canterbury from The Expanse. Ah. You know what? I might want to go back and restart The Expanse from season 1, episode 1, because I lost so much of the details of the story that I want to go back and just kind of rewatch everything and try to memorize what I'm watching, get everybody's names down, and understand the faction names a little bit better. Okay, we're just a little bit crooked here. Backing out slowly, backing out slowly. I even have I have some audiobooks based on... Good grief. See how much time it took for me to actually get out of the hangar? Oh shit, someone's locking me up? Someone's targeting me. I'm gonna try and get out of here as quickly as I can. I mean, I am in an M2, so don't mess with me. Someone's got me locked up and they want me to... They want me to drop shields, but... Okay, he's dropped targeting on me. In order to quantum to that area, I'm going to need to quantum to Hurston level. So planet level here. Go in. Alright. Now we should be able to target where we're going to pick up this shipment, which is on the other side of Hurston. Outdoors is... I don't know. It remains to be seen. Man, I really want to go watch The Expanse now. I mean, it was sort of like... I feel like if they had... Oh, great. It's not on the... This is at night. Urgh. Don't like landing big ships like this at nighttime. Can you imagine if The Expanse had a way bigger budget than it had as its, in its initial seasons? What they could have accomplished. They could have... Well, there are some scenes I think that would have been hugely effective. For instance, like when you show the interiors of like the stations, they could have been way more crowded, much more, a little bit more cyberpunk, a lot more rough, a little bit less like Babylon 5, in terms of like just the set design, I guess I'm saying. Okay, we're about 10 clicks out. Gonna start slowing us down. Oh crap, we're about to get... We're gonna get scanned by security right now? Okay, scan me, boy. Where are you? Where is this cop that wants to scan me? Oh, there it is. Sheesh. Yes, I am stationary. You're making me burn fuel here. Go away. I think I'm done. I wish they would scan me and then leave so that I know that I'm good. Turning on lights. Oh, oh my god, it's a distribution center. We gotta do a top-down landing. Vertical landing, So it could be from a hangar. I'm gonna need a little bit of care doing this. Here we are. VTOLs are up. We are nearing the center. Okay, let's go ahead and request a hangar. This one, of course, we will need to be... Well, once I get an opening and I'm above the opening, I gotta be quick about landing here because they close the doors so quickly. I don't know why. I could probably re-request getting landing, but it's just a pain.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
I think I see it. Yeah, I see it. Landing you down. Trying to get over it. Fuck. I feel like when you do this, they only give you like 5 seconds to actually get in before they start closing the doors. It's like, what is this? It's like landing at the San Diego airport. Just need to get in and make sure this is a nice straight shot landing.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
All right, we're good.
Engines off.
All right, good.
Yeah, I definitely know that in chapter Castle is going to go down because she hears that he's probably.
Now we have to get base. This is actually a small shipment. I'm wondering if this is going to be a bunch of small boxes. If so, we probably don't even have to use the Atlas. It's like 22 SCU of cargo. It's not even like a lot. But they're paying us a shit ton of money, so I'm like, okay, I ain't complaining. Let's just hope it's like, you just want to make sure it's not like in a hostile area. Like I said, this is Space Amazon. I don't care. As long as my stuff gets to you without getting damaged, it should be fine. And who knows, maybe when we get to a higher level of reputation, maybe those cargo hauls require care in the sense that you're not allowed to like damage the boxes. Maybe the boxes really do get messed up when you throw them around with an Atlas. We'll see. Maybe configurability of the Atlas will come with like different levels of tractor beams, you know, ones that are more smooth and allow you to aim better. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna park this like right here, like so, and then I'm going to look at the freight elevator stacked with all the stuff that we need to ship. And we'll use the Atlas to like toss them in.
I'm definitely going to assume that he is probably.
All right, let's see. Hello.
Oh, whoops.
There we go.
I think I.
Okay. Now move over all this mission cargo. the good news about this load is that it's all going to the same place, so it doesn't mean I'll have to split the cargo into two different kinds of shipments. I can just put them all in the same elevator in the same place. So, I mean, if this was like a different kind of haul, I would need to worry about like food is in this one, for example, and stims are in the other, for example. So one of these is ice, and the other one is food? Yeah, I wish they would. Does it even say which one's which? I don't know. There should be like a label on them. I'm assuming this is ice. Okay, well, we see that here now. I'm going to get into the loader. Where did the loader go? Did the loader disappear? Oh, it's here. It's dark. Got it. All right. Everything appears to be where we need it to be. Just grab and go. Let's go. Why is it not going anywhere? It's like the server dying. Look at that. Come on, bring it here. Okay, now we're having issues. What is happening? It's probably just stuck behind other boxes. Okay, I don't like that one bit. It's being weird. I can't afford weird right now. I need things to just work. Our reputation's on the line. Kind of where I was saying, like, this isn't a perfect loader. It's good for particular situations. So you can use it to do certain stages of the delivery, but not like the whole thing. If you need to do fine-tuned movement of boxes, you've kind of got to get out of the loader and use your your hand tools. Or at least, you know, pull things in a different order. All right, we're almost there. What is happening here? What in the world is going on here? Yo Meg with the stream.
A Minecraft villager head?
How is your stream, Yo Meg? Welcome everybody. We're you know, we're delivering everybody's favorite thing, like compressed processed ice or something like that. It's Space Amazon. I'm not supposed to care what's in the boxes. I'm just supposed to bring them in without destroying anything. Hey, yes. So everybody, welcome. I'm playing Star Citizen, probably the same as Yo Meg. I'm just trying to get the stuff done before the server tanks. I think we're doing pretty good. The server isn't dead yet, but it is getting there. You're rocking the Atlas with the C2. Oh gosh, I know. You know what? The more we use the Atlas, the more I understand that there are nuances with this thing. Like, you just don't use it for everything. Oh yeah, thank you. What was this? I forget what this particular paint is called, but it's the closest I could get to what Ripley was using in, like, Aliens, you know? She's like, hold on, let me get the right angle here. She's like, I can't get this to not turn. Oh, don't move your head. Where do you want it? You know, Trying to get just like the movie, where you want it. Like I would love to be able to play those lines in there, just so it's a little bit more like the movie. But yeah, I actually shot a couple of scenes getting into the Atlas to make it sound kind of like the alien scene with the power loader. So yeah, everybody, thank you for stopping by. We are trying to get boxes loaded. I'm learning that this thing is good for big moves, as in getting things out of the elevator and kind of in general onto the grid. But you will basically screw up your ship if you're trying to cut around corners. You might hit these pneumatic lifts right here, and then you definitely do not want to use this thing on the front side of the what is the thing? The Hercules, because the swing out doors will just get hit by the boxes, because the Atlas will just grab things and pull them, and then they will smash into the doors. And so it's kind of dangerous. It's you got to be very careful how you use this thing. And also, if there is a ceiling height restriction, it makes it difficult to aim farther out. So you got to be careful about how you do small moves. Wear volume? All right. We're almost done loading from this small mission. Notice, so this is actually a small hull, but it's junior rank. So they pay you about 26,000 AUEC, and we're not even having to worry about being outside. We're loading from the inside of one of these delivery what do you call it? Distribution centers. Sorry. So you don't have to worry about, I guess, being ganked. But I mean, stream snipe. That's definitely a possibility. But you know what? For very low risk activity, cargo hauling is the way to go, and it's kind of casual, you know. Space Amazon. This is like the better kind of Space Amazon. It's just a little clunky here. All right, we just want to double check our work. Let's just get down the ramp. Make sure we got everything. Oh, see, that's why you double check, because we forgot one box. Again, Yo-Yo Meg, thank you for bringing in your viewers. I'm instaSHINOBI. I've been playing Star Citizen probably since 2017. Started off and patch 2.6 point something. Survived the drought leading up to 3.0. Now we're here. Used to run with a daily PvP ops crew called the what are we called? Oh, I have a card here. Yes, I still have it. Zilla Dropship Forces. Still got the card here. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, you know. Yo, thank you for the follow, Mike63. Appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Okay, we've got all of the stuff now. So now let's go ahead and get out. Let's deliver this thing to wherever it needs to go. It's a nice little loader. I would agree. And thank you for the follow, Ted D. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Do I have any nostalgia clips of the Zilla Dropship Forces? I've got something. I think you'd probably like to see. Let's go ahead and run our last old film. It's actually just a quick trailer. Here we go. Oh, not that.
Roger. Godfather copies. Break. Alright boys, let's go. Let's send it in. Everybody out. We're heading to the compound on that hill. Alright. Everybody out. Everybody out. Gunner up.
Oh. Oh, God. Oh, gosh. You know what? I was supposed to install more RAM on this machine. And it didn't quite get there. So it's going to start getting a little shaky at this point. Hopefully it comes back. Come back to me, Star Citizen, please. Please? Okay. Okay, we're mostly in the clear. I'm waiting for a replacement 32 gig memory kit because apparently I got so excited about the one I was about to put in that I found out my motherboard is way too old to handle 32 gig DIMMs. And so I'm like, I have to go return them and then go put in I got to go put in a different set that are of lower density so I can get my 64 gigs for AM4 platform because I got an X370, okay? This motherboard is from like 2018, 2019. And one thing you got to realize with Star Citizen, it's like one of the only games that you need to have one hell of a configuration to not only run, but to stream it if you're going to play it off the same box. Like, I got so many compromises right now just to get this thing to to play and stream off the same box. It's kind of crazy. Oh, hey! Bear Squish, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you, Yo-Yo Meg, and your rating group. Everybody, thank you so much for coming by. I'm gonna give you a shout out again because, Yo-Yo Meg, appreciate you bringing your community here. Do we have any clips? We have clips.
I want to try and tractor beam my body.
Hey, there's a vending machine.
Is it really? I don't think it'll fit in here. Oops.
Where is that? Hold on.
My body.
Oh, no, that's my...
Am I waiting for the 9800 X3D to come out? Yes, I am. But I am actually thinking of getting... And I know people are going to say it's not better, but if I got the 9950 X3D, it's not because it would work better for Star Citizen itself, it's because those extra cores would be beneficial to encoding. So if I was to stream it off the same box, having 16 cores would help Star Citizen, but it would also help you with multitasking, in my case, for encoding video at the same time, which is what I'm trying to do on. I mean, I've done dual PC streaming before, but because my setup has gotten more complicated over the years, I'm trying to do as much as I can off a single box. Let's get this thing to where it needs to go. Amazon deliveries, we can't even stop for a pee-pee break. So we're just gonna go as fast as we can, get out of here, and deliver this compressed ice and processed food. Or is it processed food and compressed ice? What are you thinking, Ferk? You want to go AM5 also? It's time to make that upgrade. Oh shoot, look at that dude right there. Are you waiting for me? I sure hope not. I got things to do, buddy. Raising gear. He's looking at me real funny. Do I have to stop? No, but he is following me. He's a named NPC. Oh, you're already on AM5. and it's your first Ryzen. Dude, I don't like the way that guy's checking me out. He's getting into weapons envelope. I need to move away. I got shields up, though. I don't think he can take it. I don't think that little guy can take me, but he might be able to EMP me, though. Alright, let's get out of Atmo. Get to where we need to go. Where are my clouds at? You know what? Thankfully, there are no clouds today, because otherwise performance would tank bad. 7800X3D? Oh. Okay, so you're going to move up a generation. Yeah, so I got the 5800X3D, and hopefully that 9000 series will be great. And I am not looking for like 200% performance increase. I really want the cores. The cores are what I really want. Upgrading CPUs up really pays the motherboard. Yeah, you know what? I've been fortunate not to have done that before, because the Intel stuff I bought were like small single-use boxes. And when I went Ryzen, I didn't realize that that was like actually a big deal. That the motherboards can survive, not really, I'm not saying survive, but you can upgrade them to a new generation of CPU chips without having to change the motherboard. And I went from, I think my original Ryzen was like the 1700X. Like that guy's scaring, that guy scared me. I wonder if he's going to leave me alone. Yeah, I went from the 1700X, or was it the 18? I think it was the 1800X, because it was also 8 cores. And then my second one was a 3000 series, I think. It was a 3900X. Okay, so that was 12 core CPU. It was not very good at Star Citizen. And I was like, darn it, this thing doesn't work very well, but I could still stream Star Citizen. It's just that I was getting really bad frames out of it. What I didn't realize is that when I moved up then to the 5800X3D, even though I got really good frames out of Star Citizen, the streaming part of it suffered. So those extra cores and the threads really came in handy. So as move up to like AM5 in the future, I'm looking, you know, I'll go balls out and go 70 or whatever. If I don't think that the 9950X3D is worth the price, you know, I think it'll be fine to go 7950X3D for 16 cores, 32 threads, if it's just a small decrease in performance. I mean, the price will be all the difference there. But yeah, it's great that, you know, AMD has kind of made it so that you can kind of pick and choose the generation you want to stick with. Hey, I think they're even going to add more to the AM4 chipset generation. Like they have a 5600X3D? It's crazy. They're still investing in AM4. Coming in close to 1.8 clicks out. Let's go ahead and put our VTOLs up. Switching to SCM mode, make sure our shields are there. 8800X3D. 1000 series, is that for embedded chips or laptops or what? Uh-oh. Where'd my frames go? Hello? Hello? Okay, we're back. That's good. Apologize, everybody. I was so excited for this stream, and that's when I realized that I could not go. I put the 32 gig DIMMs into this box, and then I flipped on the power switch, and everything was like my accessories were turning on, but the monitor stayed like black. And I was like, oh crap, maybe I just didn't seat it right. But it turns out, like, even though other people have had success loading 32 gig chips onto their old X370 boards. I guess my MSI board just can't take it. Even with the newest BIOS. Oh crap. This is an outdoor one. We're just gonna have to move carefully and quickly. So I'm gonna have to go with 4 chips, and that should be fine because the 5800X 3D and newer chips are okay on the memory controller side, handling 4 chips on the motherboard, whereas like the first, second generation Ryzens were really sensitive about having 4 chips on the motherboard. Why is this thing not going down? Oh. Okay, can I put my ship down? What's going on here? What the hell? Why? Oh, you know what? Maybe it's because I'm landing on top of a light? This thing is so weird. Okay, we're gonna, shutting off engines. Oh, shit. Okay, what is this? Is this designed by Boeing? What's going on here? I can't put the ship down properly. It's like, I just need this thing to lay on the thing flat. Okay, we're straight on the... It's like there's something invisible on here.
Landing complete.
Landing is complete. Oh my god, what is happening? Alright, you know what? We're going to go onto the other landing pad. There's something going on here. Yeah, I did mention that I had small Intel boxes from before, and I used those. I actually did. I bought, well, these were 4th generation i7s, but they were only like $100, $200, and they had dedicated GPUs. So you can, believe it or not, you can stream 1080p 60 off of old ass i7 boxes as long as it has a dedicated GPU. In fact, I encourage you people, if you guys are wondering if you can stream, use it as a second box, yes, you can. They work just fine. Here we go. Good. We have limited time. It's a broken ship. Yeah, I mean, a lot of ships they just really need a pass. I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen for 4.0. I don't think that CIG is going to have enough time to go back and like do what is it called? Basically bring all the ships up to speed, like up to spec before 4.0. Oh, there was a broken ship I was landing on? I may have not seen it. And in any case, the best thing to do is to not this is like parental advice. Is like, don't force it. Whatever it is, if it don't work, don't force it. You just break it worse. Thanks for that, Ted. I probably did not see it at all. I was looking and I thought I was landing on something invisible. Unless it is invisible, and if you can't see it, then you just have to assume it's there. I was starting to suspect there was like some particle of some kind. Oh shit. We have room. Okay, this is going to be pretty easy. I might do this with a hand tractor tool. It's just right there. And these are not big boxes. But first, you know, what we do to be safe, always... Oh, shoot. Always just try to get things off the ship and then shut everything down or close everything up. As an anti-piracy measure, you don't have to worry too much about contracted cargo because they're not worth anything if you lose them. So pirates could like take your stuff, correct? But they can't do anything with it because it was part of a mission, so this cargo is worth nothing if it falls into the wrong hands, really. So just the thing you risk is your ship. So get your ship unloaded as quickly as possible and lock it up. You don't have to be nice and neat because this particular type of cargo does not require care. I don't know if there's sensitive cargo. We're only at junior rank still. You know what? That's a good question, Ted. If this contract cargo is considered, if they steal your ship or they manage to grab your contract cargo, I don't think they could sell it, but maybe they... No, I don't think they could sell it. I think that's kind of why it's labeled as contracted cargo. If you remember, like, back when we were testing earlier builds, when the mission fails, for example, if there's a 30k server error, whatever, these boxes are worth nothing. You can't do anything with them. You can't sell them. You can't put them in a freight elevator. Nothing. The server just doesn't know what they are. They became essentially worthless. So it's like pirating at that point. Then it would make no sense because you can't do anything. It just becomes dead weight. I'm grateful that now the freight elevators realize that you're stacking cargo, so you have these like really small freight elevators. It recognizes that all the cargo is there, and then you get to complete the mission because that wasn't quite a thing before. It didn't really work to stack. Oh, so not even at Grimhex? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think you can because even if they although I think they should. I think there should be some cargo that could be recognized if you steal them, especially if they're what's it called? The non-official missions, the shady missions. Those cargo crates should be in some way recognized, regardless of who the owner is, because pirating does need a game loop, and hauling is kind of left it out in a way. If you can't just pirate people legitimately, you know. Okay, just need to put away the tractor beam first, then go to the kiosk. Now we should be able to submit. Everything is there. 3 out of 3. 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. Okay, yes, confirmed. And that's a complete contract, ladies and gentlemen. That was 26,000 AUEC. Almost no risk. The only risk here is that we're walking around on Hurston. Didn't even think about putting a helmet on because safety protocols, you know. It's a planet that has oxygen, but you should never assume. Look at all that out there. They look like trees, but they're not. Well, hell, while we're here, always remember, folks, when you're at an outpost, there's sometimes free loot. You just gotta go pick them up. The sad part is there's no internal inventory anymore. You're just gonna have to throw everything either in a backpack or a cargo box. So if you're a cheapskate like me and you don't want to go buy food and you don't want to buy drinks, just go in here and fill up your backpack. Although I've done this before where I just kind of haul around like a 1 micro SCU box. And you can put things inside, but sometimes those things don't fit depending on the shape, the volume. Oh, what's up, man? Where you been, man? You good? It's just me. You,
Is there something you need?
Well, I'd like to steal food from the little boxes you got laying around. Food and drink. Got any of that? Have any work? Do you have any work today? Let's see. What did he say?
I'm not really the one you should be asking.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, goodbye?
See you around.
Tell me, does everybody in this universe have the same accent?
You need help with something?
Yeah, it's okay. You're not much of a conversationalist. That's okay. Neither am I. All right. Let's see what we got. Does anybody keep these protas? Because I don't know what they're for. They're just taking up room at in my home inventory. These jumping lines, dehydrating, why would I even want dehydration material? Unless these sell for like a good amount of money, I don't know why I would even want to put these in my backpack. At least not anymore. You know when there used to be like unlimited local cargo, I would just grab everything. But now I just don't want to carry things because it's too hard to carry stuff. They do sell. Look at that. Okay, so these red boxes are always great because you can find armor sets. Light legs. Undersuits are always sort of useful. And a helmet. Just an ugly helmet. Well, let me see. No, I can't fit that. Can I fit an undersuit? Can't. I can fit an undersuit in my backpack. Then I can carry the helmet. No, I don't want to equip it. Can I put it on the ground? So I think there's a problem with like loot boxes. If you put on a helmet right now, let's say I put a helmet on, right? Equip my helmet. So here I am with my helmet. I've got it on right now. If I go in a loot box, it'll tell me that I can store it. Shift store. Oh, it works. It used to not work. See, there it is. There was like a bug where you couldn't put on a helmet or carry a helmet if you had a helmet on. And I was just like, well, how the hell am I supposed to loot anything if I can't do any of that stuff? Okay, so that was me picking up free candy bars. Now, there's another place right here. We're running out of light. But like I said, it's sort of like Halloween right now. We're just trick-or-treating because who wants to spend all that hard-earned cash on food and drink when you can just get them for free, man? Like there you go, right here. Look at that. Give me them free candy bars. Oh, look at that. There's some utilities here. Okay, so we've got like it, medical attachments, more candy bars. It's spicy salmon. I love spicy salmon bars. And some flares, and then this toxic berries. Oh, I love toxic berries. No, I'm not going to bring that with me. Don't know why I would want to have toxic berries. Ted, yeah, do you know if they have like a pricing chart where you, like, which of these non-useful items actually sell for how much and who actually buys them? I've got an entire hanger full of berries and toxic fungus and whatever, and I'm not sure what to do. Oh, here's some good stuff. Oh, we got a nice drink. I'm gonna put that in my storage. Nice multi-tool, mirage color. Jumping limes. I'm gonna leave that. The only ship I've seen that has, what's the name of the oh yeah, okay, let me go back there and like look at what they had. Oh, here's another one. Remember, I think this one's worth something. The Yamashi Plague and the Dengus Root. Yamashi Plague. It just has a note about what it is, but it doesn't tell you if it's toxic or anything. But it takes up 3,700 micro SCU of space. Then there's the Dengus Root. Some kind of microalgae. So I think CIG now has to give us reasons to pick up things that don't have any obvious benefit. I know collectors will probably want them. Oh, there's something nice. An apple. An apple is hydrating. There's some attachments for the multi-tool. So the Oza, there's a fruit here. It's hydrating. So something like this, yes, I could bring because I could use it if my character gets thirsty. Otherwise, it's not going in the bag. But yeah, when everything used to have just internal inventory, you would just like slap it into the inventory, go back on your ship and pull it in and you would bring it home. Now it's like, do I really want to? If you bring a 1 micro SCU box with you to loot, you have to take into account the size and shape of the items that you want to bring in, because sometimes those will not fit into a box. All right, that's probably gonna be good. You know what we're gonna do? Because we're in such a large ship, you might want to pull a vehicle to kind of roll around in. So, while we're here, I think it would be good to either get like a PTV. Or hell, we have a military ship. We have enough room to pull anything. I wonder what would be good to keep in the M2. Oh, look, clothes. Oh my gosh. Snaggle protein sticks. One of my favorite. More drinks? Cruise Dark. And a jacket. Nice. Let's see what we can have delivered. We can drive it in.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
We could pull in like a ballista or maybe a Spartan. The only thing is, though, is that you can't. There's no cargo grid on those. At least not that I remember. We can probably pull in a PTV just to drive us around, but it doesn't have a cargo grid either. STV could carry a 1 micro SCU box, which is good. We could have a pocket fighter, the Fury, just in case. And well, you could also an Ursa can. Does an Ursa have a cargo grid? I don't think it does. Cyclone does have a cargo grid. Tank would be great. We can carry a tank, but it doesn't have a cargo grid. It could defend itself though, which is kind of nice. I think really we're gonna bring the STV around. Let's go back. Let's go back and do it.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the fault. Please visit us again.
Now, like every other buggy vehicle, the STV has its own bugs. One of which is the irritating one in that, yes, it can carry a box in the back. The problem is, in order to put the box into the tray now, you have to open the... See the button for the trunk doesn't work. Or does it? It has internal storage, yes. But the button that opens the bottom tray doesn't do anything right now. You have to open it from the... See? Internal storage, and then this button opens the tray. But you can't open it from here. So in order to put your boxes, you have to open all hatches, which also opens the you have to open the engine compartment. You have to pop open the hood and everything else in order to use it. And if you close all exterior things, oh shit. Okay. If you close everything, then you can't use the you can't use the tray. Why am I even pulling this thing? Then why am I even using this thing? I have no idea. We just want to have something that will take us from A to B, really. In such a large ship and, you know, larger cargo areas. One of the nice things about Amashi Plague are bought at Seraphim. Deacons on yellow, New Babbage, Callio, Hicks Research. Yeah, oh, interesting. Oh, hold on. Sorry, the automod. My bad. I don't know. I didn't know that I didn't see that the message was being held. I apologize about that, Ted. So it is possible to sell those things. I wonder how much they sell for. I certainly would not want to go all the way to Seraphim though to sell it. I'm on the other side of the universe. But they do buy it over at Calliope and Area 18. Interesting. But they're based on old data. Yeah. Usually they sell at admin terminals. What I would probably end up doing to also make space in my local inventory at home is to load them all into a one giant 2 SCU crate and then see if I could sell them somewhere. Just to get rid of them all. I mean, I don't care if I lose them on profit later on. It's just that there's so much inventory that I have now that's been collected over the years that it's just too much to manage. It probably slows down CIG's databases whenever they have to pull my stuff anyway. All right, there we go. Oh, you know what I should have got? I should have just probably brought a Drake mule. Yeah, it's okay. Alright, let's get out of here. It's time for the next Amazon delivery. They don't sell for much. There was an error in the amount of AUEC. Okay, mismatch between the sale and the purchase price. Yeah, I mean, the purchase price is probably completely incorrect since we're finding them anyway for free. But the buyback price... Don't know yet. There's probably a chance that if I was to get like a 2 SCU crate and load them with items, could try to find a spot that'll buy them all. Oh, you just sold a bunch. I wonder if they have buyback quotas now. You know how supposedly Quanta is in place and it'll be based on demand. Could I like throw 1,000 of those things in? Well, look at that. Look at that sunset. Oh, what a beautiful sunset. Let's take a picture. Say cheese. No, I don't want an instant replay. Oh god. That could be what's killing my frames also. Oh my god, I have instant replay running, which is killing my GPU. There you go. Instant replay is off. I only use that for testing. Save a nice JXR. Just saving some screenshots here. If you didn't know, I do a lot of virtual photography in the game. And I post them in a way that you could probably use them if you'd like to. And I will show you where they go. Burp. Let me just pull this here, and give you a little taste of that. All right. So, let's take a look. All right, where is my browser? I have a browser here. Overlay? Okay, there we go. Whoop. So, Flickr.com. I don't have links anymore. Anyways, Flickr.com under Glenn Batil. I can't change it to anything else because that's my name. I have screenshots that I've taken over the years. Here, you may have seen a couple of these used in other places. I think you might recognize some of these as cover images on like the Astropubs videos. And a few of them have made it onto like Robert Space Industries website for one reason or another. But yeah, I mean, if you like, I think once you have like an account on Flickr, you can actually download these, use them as wallpaper, whatever you'd like to do. They're free. I just post them because I love Star Citizen and I like the stuff that I see in there. I think everybody likes what they see in Star Citizen. It's like the wallpaper engine. Oh, thanks, Ferk. Appreciate that. Sometimes I get lucky. I get lucky and I find some angles. But you know what? I've learned from Mr. Haskaha. Mr. Haskaha is like the master of screenshots. So go check him out. He's got some of the greatest pics ever. It's kind of where he's the one who taught me how to use the in-game camera. And yeah, if you want some free wallpaper, I've got some old shots. Anyways, yeah, I did a series on dating NPCs. Going on a date with NPCs. Why did I do that? I don't know. I'm actually waiting for the new character customizer. The new character customizer DNA heads that they're supposed to bring into 4.0 because I don't like the set that's in there right now. It's just not enough to kind of make the looks I want. So I do want to do like a guy's head. I have certain looks I want to get to, but I just can't with the current crop of heads I have right now. So when hopefully in 4.0 they will have new heads and I'll be able to kind of make the looks I want. Yeah, Everspace too. Yeah, okay, these aren't that great. All right. Back to the Amazon loading. Let's go do it. Let's go see what's on the roster. The fun never ends when you're ordering from Amazon Prime. This is what your Amazon Prime driver has to go through. He's like looking through the stuff he needs to get. You know, he could do a junior haul. Let's see, Everest Harbor. You pick up tungsten, deliver some to Everest Harbor and some to Port Tressler. Okay, that's a possibility. Or would you rather do one shot? You pick it up at two places, deliver it all to one. Picking them up would require you to go to two different stations. One is Seraphim and one is Port Tressler. These all require you to land at space stations. That's kind of an interesting one. Speaking of character customizer, you used to be able to have it read the face sort of vaguely with Toby by activating the facial recognition in the space bar, but not anymore. Does the Toby have an actual camera? Or does it have just a or is it supposed to like read your eyes or the tilt of your head? I don't own one, so I don't know, but I'm curious about that. Here's one, but you pick it up from one station, but you have to deliver at 2. I don't know about these because some of these could be outdoors, and that's kind of a risk. Here's pick up from 1, drop off at 1. So this is literally the reverse of what we just did. It has a little camera, yeah, in the center, seeing it now. But it also work with the webcam? Yes, it does. You're correct. This is an easy one here. You pick up from Microtech's L2 station, and then you drop it off at 2 different other stations. Oh, you just try it now? Yeah, if you guys don't know, it's possible to use whatever you have for like head tracking and face tracking to kind of mimic what you look like, but it bases it on the available heads in the system now. And that's kind of where I was saying like the selection of heads is too limited for it to create an accurate rendition. But I'm glad it's trying, which is cool. It creates a bald character. It just snaps the closest scanned head, it seems. Yeah. I tried to do that also, and it came out with like yeah, the sets of faces that it has is way too limited. Like, you know, they must have pulled like 10 guys from the studio or somebody from the same city because they all kind of have the same facial structure in a way. I don't know how to explain it. They're sort of like northwest European in origin. It doesn't seem to work for female characters. Yeah, well, you know what? When I've made my suite of characters, this took me a lot of work. I've been designing these heads that I use now for years, so I kind of have a routine. My latest one is version controlled, so I will. Where the hell is it? Oh, it is online. Okay, duh. 1 second. I need to go deliver. I need to pick up. Microtech L2. Oh shoot. Well, you know, let me get off the planet first. I can show you kind of what I have in the character creator.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
I wonder if this will work. Because the game actually has progressed quite a bit, you can log out of the game while you're on a mission and come back and you'll still be in the game. I mean, you'll still be on that mission, I think.
Engaged.
I think. How far are we from this? Let's take a look. How far are we from... Ooh, I like that. Live view of how far we're going. The quit command does work. So if I was to leave the game, I mean, I would bed log. But if I was to quit the game, if I came back, I should still be on the mission, correct? Just want to check. Just want to make sure. Before I do anything risky. It treats it like a crash. And it recovers you in the same place. That's fantastic. Let's do that. I mean, it's not even a big risk right now because you know, I'm in a good ranking position right now. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bring a bed log when I go into the character customizer right now. Dude. Ah, nice, comfortable bed. You're not sure if bed log retains mission? Well, you know what? There's only one way to find out. Ah, nothing like going to sleep wearing full armor. Okay, well, here we go. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it's an exit to menu. Okay. Let's hope things are saved. Okay. So, character customizer. I wish that this would properly reset though. Like, if I already have a character that I was using, why doesn't it keep it here? You know? Because then if you had a look that you were trying to test out and you didn't save it, but you used it, it's gone. Like right now, it defaults back to the same one. Tested it too right now with quit, seeing if it loads. It loads you back standing in your ship. Okay. Now, I have a bunch here. So I've got Dude 1, Gal 1, ABG 1, which was like a test 1, Dude 2, Gal 2, Gal 3, Gal 4, Gal 5, Instagal. Oh my god. So these were all test characters that I was trying to make with the help of Jade Starwatcher. She has like a lot of experience in like turning your pictures into characters, which is cool. And she tried to recreate a character that I had built for like the very, very old Star Citizen customizer. I wonder if I can load it. So this was like her original approximation based off of screenshots. So that was pretty close. So I tried to refine it. Where did I get to? I think I ended up refining what she did, and I ended up with Jane 5D. Which is as close as it could get to like my original character that I used to use all the time. Does it load anything with webcam facial recognition for female characters? You know what? I don't know. I'm afraid to try that, but it's, considering I don't have any of those same features. But the process I used originally to make this particular character, I just tried to recreate it from scratch at that point. And then I came up with Song V001A, which is what I use to this day. And I've been using this one ever since. You may have seen it in screenshots. So, yeah, it loaded you back on your ship. Okay, so we know that bedlog does work. That's good. We can continue with missions. That's great. Oh, the guy, the male character. So when I did the webcam thing, try to do facial recognition, I think I have it saved here somewhere. Let me go. I have to go to body type. Oh, this is nice. When you load a character, it keeps it right here. And then facial recognition works right here too. Now, if I go to load, I think I have, I think it was Dude 2. So this is what the webcam, when I did use facial recognition, it made it made this for me based on what it could tell I look like. I was like, okay, it was, Not bad. Not bad for a system that's like tries to figure out what you look like and then create your character automatically. I'm telling you, if they based on the CitizenCon demo from last year, if they have all those new heads in the game, I'm pretty sure that feature will be amazing and become way more accurate. I wonder what happens if I was to load my dudes now. I wonder if I have a better dude. I have dude one. He's just this kind of generic looking. Hmm. Is that all I did with dude one, dude two? Yeah. Just so you guys know, I may be releasing Jane 5D as like a publicly available character to use in any of your game sessions or cinematography or whatever. Let's just pull dude. Not sure, dude one or dude two. Which one should I use? I think I'll use dude one. We will continue the mission with as dude one. For now. Let's see if that works. Review. All right. Let's do this. Okay. Now, we'll see what happens. We're supposed to be able to log back in, right? We should be able to log back in and be back on our mission. So here goes nothing. And I'm actually worried about when they talk about bed logging and how that's going to affect or how that's going to change, because while it's nice as an MMO to be able to log out of everywhere, then what becomes the value of having beds? Okay, good. It says we accepted the contract, so we're still on the mission. Now I should be logged. Okay, yeah, I look like a different dude. I look kind of huskier. Great, which means that my dude can't take off his helmet because I have too much in my inventory raised. This ship should have internal inventory. See this? Bam! Look at that. One of the few ships that has its own internal inventory, so now I can store all this garbage that I don't have to necessarily hold at the moment and make room for more loot. Most Crusader ships have this. I'm sure a few others do also, but I don't know which ones those are. If anybody knows, I know like the Spirit series, they do have they have internal inventory also. Let's keep these apples and that extra stuff. We'll keep out there. Okay. So now, which is good. Now I can take off this helmet. And now I look like a dude. I've got to make one that I have another character. It's going to take me a while to make it though. I have a clean head shaven guy that I wanted to kind of use, would fit more of the persona. Okay, so if we're still on the mission, that's the only thing that's concerning me is the fact that the mission objectives do not show up on the side of my screen. So it should say that so you might want to check this for. It says that I have accepted a contract, but the contract doesn't show here, which means it's gone. I think it's gone. It doesn't even know where. So this has got to be it right here. It says it's been abandoned, which is fine. I'm not totally hurt by that. But we're still moving up in junior rank, which is good. Bedlog drops a mission, it seems. Okay, so... But you're saying if we quit the game, then we would still be on the mission? Because I feel like, you know, that kind of is a bug. If that's the case, because that means it's not saving out the variables correctly. Quit command retains it, though it treats it like a crash. So you did quit, and it loaded you into your ship standing where you used to be. Okay, so now we need to find out how does it handle contracts. Because like this one, it says that I accepted the contract, but then it just automatically it shows me as abandoning the contract. That's the only problem. So I'm sorry, Amazon, we lost that one. Is there one that we can do instead? Pick up from 1, drop off at 2. Pretty good. Any other offers? Pick up from 1, drop off at 1. But they're two different things. This could be good also. It's not bad at all. It's good pay. It's 20,000. We just have to go to Seraphim. I don't know why I don't like going to Seraphim. I just feel like there are some strange players on the other side of the star system. Let's do it. Arc L5. Arc L5. Where is that? Ooh. Okay. Okay. Plot me the course. As clunky as this seems, it's still way better than the old. Way better than the old star map. That's for sure. Route. I mean, it still has like the weird problems, like when if you zoom in too much, like you completely lose everything, like you don't know where you're looking at, and you have to zoom back out again. I don't know why that is still a thing. If they redid the whole thing from scratch, why is that still a problem? By the way, when we log back in, what's our server tick rate right now? Server tick rate's approximately 10 to 13 at the moment. I'm not sure if I could say that's awful. But it's not 30, that's for sure. Like it was last night when I was playing. So the difference between that and today is that when I had a 30 server tick rate, it was beautiful, but then I had a 30k, and that was it. It was done. It was running too good, I guess. So now here we are, in the far reaches of space. Just a lone hauler in a big, big ship. Trying to make a living, doing honest work, shipping boxes, trying to do good things. It's honest living. Sometimes, though, I wonder, when I'm sitting alone at night, shouldn't I be raiding bunkers, looking out for the nine tails, trying to eliminate Scum from the galaxy, like Xeno threat. I think that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Not just delivering crackers and processed cheese, but fighting for our freedoms. Obviously, this character is dehydrated and needs to drink something because he's hallucinating. So that means we gotta do the unthinkable, which is to stand up and take a drink and see if it throws us into space. With a tick rate of 12, let's see what happens. For science. I'm still standing. I haven't flown out of the ship. I'm still here. Okay, so I've heard that if you can do this, but if you get on a ladder on a ship, you will fly out. Like, don't take ladders. Or something like that. Yeah, don't take ladders. There are certain things you just can't do on a ship or else you will get thrown out. I know, you can tell I'm really nervous about ending in space. My lips are quivering. I don't know why. I'm so nervous. Why? I just don't want to die out there in the deep black. Honestly, I have no idea why my character is shivering like this. Let's see if I recalibrate camera. Okay, we're out of quantum travel now. It seems to have normalized. I don't know what happened there. But we're back to normal. That's all that matters. What is the name of that what is the name of that look? It's Magnum. That's not the look. Okay. All right. We're outside of it. Why does it look like that? Collect this. Okay, collect the shipment. If we do this right, this should be easy money. Easy money for a pretty casual job. Also, when you go to these stations, you have to be careful. Scan first before you accelerate in, because there's sometimes are asteroids that are right in front of your face and you just don't see them. So be sure to check where you're going before you race towards the space station really fast. And for goodness sakes, when you get close, turn your shields back on. Okay, we just gotta plot a trajectory that takes us close enough and to a clear area. As you can see here. Nice and easy. Nice and easy as we approach. To our left, I've kept the comms display up on this MFD. I wish we could figure out where the flight ready button is on this HUD. Scanning infos, quantum drive, landing gear. It's not here. Okay, let's go ahead and call for landing. Get a hangar.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
There it is. Divert us now. Prepare for landing. Dropping VTOL engines, and we're going to get as close as we can before we go to... before we slow down. Try to line her up. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Landing gear down. We'll be slowing down quite a bit here. Let's try to line it up. Line it up. Oh my god. We're on a deadline with the ATC here. Just trying to fit through that door. Yep. Get her in. Fit into this hangar. Check to make sure we got clearance. We're good. We're good. We're good. Put her down. Put her down. All right, we're good. All clear. Engine off. She's a big bird. All right. Let's go. Got a job to do. We gotta load these boxes and make that money. Let's go get that bread. Keto bread. Low carb bread. That's right. We're missing sounds here. Call elevator. All right. 51 and 54 SCUs of each of these components. This is going to require... it's going to require some work. We're going to load it on the back because front loading with the Atlas could cause damage to the ship. So we'll move in that way with the Atlas. I think it would, it would be nice if there was, actually, if there was a tractor beam in the hangar that was above, or at least about the same level as the ship's cargo deck. The weakness, I think, with the Atlas is how it aims, and the fact that if you're on a ramp, you can't kind of get it over the level of the cargo deck. So in essence, what happens is, like, when you're trying to shoot the boxes into the ship onto the grid, you're either, if you're here grabbing boxes and you're trying to get into there, then you don't see the cargo grid, and you will cause the beam to, like, chuck it and maybe hit the floor. So just like Yo-Yo Meg, she said she had issues with, like, boxes clipping through the ramp or, like, destroying the ramp, and that's kind of the problem with the Atlas, is that you gotta be here to get to the boxes, but you have to be here in order to put them correctly. And if you're here, well, of course you're gonna hit this structure. So maybe you're here, but then you still have to move up. So you're gonna have to do this little back and forth deal. And I don't know what's up with not sure what these noises are. Those little phantom noises. I think it's... I'm not sure if it's like instance hanger issues. Okay, let's fix the camera on that. One thing with the Atlas is that when you're in the Atlas, the third person camera gets locked when you're loading in and out. Maybe this is the way to go right here. So we'll park it here. Now we jump out, and then now we call the cargo, get back into Atlas, and we'll tractor everything from there. That'll be the plan. Let's go. Now lower the elevator. Now I should go to the warehouse. Okay. Now we can drag everything over. Lots of boxes here. All right. I think that's it. Let's go. Yes? No? Oh. A little bit of lag there. Concerning. There, everything is. Okay, lots of big boxes. Yeah, that's about, what is that? That's 105. 105 SCU of cargo. We should have more than enough room. Okay, before we go any further, let's go ahead and take a swig since we have free drinks. Brought to you by Cruise Dark, the drink of champions. The thirst quencher. The thirst mutilator. It's got what plants crave. I don't suppose throwing the bottle in there is going to obstruct it. Well, I don't want to risk anything. Let's just toss it in there. Okay, let's go. Hoping that the universe will automatically cull that object from the entity count when I leave the hangar. We seriously need trash cans in this game. Like, working trash cans. Let's go. All right. Now, we collect everything from right to left only here because we want to go from the farthest to the nearest. Otherwise, you start clipping into nearby walls. Well, now we have an issue. Getting them to detach properly. See here, they sort of like refuse to like move. There we go. Okay, now we got them. We try to get them as far as we can because we need to optimize space. Maybe I should move the STV out of the way. Weird thing now is it's better to aim from third-person view. I mean, how much farther can we go? Let's see. Can we go to the front grid? It wants to keep it out there. How close can we get to the wall? Okay, let's just put it there for now. Like I said, it's easier to fine-tune it when you with the hand tractor beam. You don't want to do too many precision things in the Atlas. It's just not going to work. Oh, stuff like that, man. Maybe the key with the Atlas is to just get stuff in here, and then you can clean it up later on. Oh my god, I'm going to blow my ship up like this. I'm hitting the thrusters. Holy crap, don't destroy my ship. Oh my god. I'm going to move a little bit out of the way then. Let's just not hit our engines. Okay, that's not working. Can we pull this? Just not wanting to move. Okay, let's just pull this guy. I would love for CIG to respond to the idea, like, are we able to maybe... Good lord. To, like, maybe change out the tractor beam with something that doesn't, like, throw it over our head. Maybe do some kind of a direct to the front tractor beam. I'm sure they were thinking that maybe, yeah, they'll be able to sell it to us for a few dollars, like everything else. Oh my gosh, okay. We cannot break this grid of boxes up. What's going on? Come on. It's like having a hard time. This is the second time I've seen this where it has issues. Now I can't put it down. Let's just pull the small box then. Maybe moving other boxes will unlock the rest of the boxes. My guess. If that's the case, then maybe now I can move these. Yep. It seems like the crates do get stuck on each other. I'm just gonna break my ship. Look at this. Whoa. I got lucky there. Okay. Always load from far to near. Otherwise you'll have a hard time getting back in. Dude. Dude, I'm gonna break my ship. It's trying so hard to try and fit the grid, it's not working. Yeah, you know what? Just, oh my god. Oh my god. Just see what happens. If you try to, you cannot use this thing to adjust. Otherwise, it'll drag everything to you, and it'll just throw it and destroy everything in its path. So, at this point, leave it, and then move on with the big boxes. Use your hand tractor beam to take care of everything else. Atlas, big moves, hand tractor beam, refinements. Now we'll go with the opposite side. Come on, give me a farther location on the grid. This is some insane Jenga going on right now. Give me an easier way to aim these things. Fine. There. I mean, in theory, this was like really easy. And if you have a ship that's lower with a smaller ramp, this actually might be easier. At this point, the larger the ramp, the harder it is because of the angles. That's all. It's not the worst thing. It's just the angles make it hard to aim on the grid if you're on the ramp. So now I have to get back on the ramp. I have to get up in order to put this thing properly. Almost done. Oh, this wouldn't be so bad if I wasn't so worried about the cargo. Okay, almost done there, right? Okay, bam. One more. Oh, shoot. Watch out, watch it. Onto the grid. Okay, there we go. Now, this is where, if you want to, you could do refinements. Get out of the system. Switch to the hand tractor beam. What we'll do is we're going to go ahead and close the doors. We should have everything now. Oh shit, we're not. This is why it's good to check your work. Before we leave, we have like one more box to deal with, so I gotta get out there and do that. But first, let's just do the minor refinements to stacking. Okay, get this up there. Well, we could just leave it like right here. It's good. Everything here is about fine, but we left the box there. It's always good to check to make sure you've got everything. When you're doing like remote tractoring from the Atlas, you have to be able, it's hard to tell if you've got all the boxes, so ensure that everything you're supposed to bring is in the ship. Right there is a couple of extra boxes we forgot. I can't reach them from here, so we're going to have to go in the Atlas to get them. Very important. Let's go get them. Luckily, they're small boxes, so they should be easy to pick up. We can drop those right there. And right there. Anything else? Oh, well, that shit, we should be good to go. All right. Let's lock it up. Right, where's the door switch? Door switch! Let's go. Good. Look at these stickers. Safety inspection. It's been a while. With these boxes that do have like they look like little ladders. I don't think these ones. I don't think it's on this side. I sure hope you in the future will be able to climb these things. Or can we vault on? Oh my god! I thought the game was about to crash. No, we can't vault. That should be a thing. We should be able to vault on top. I think we can vault here. No? You kidding me? It's like 2 feet off the ground. I can't vault onto this? Oh my gosh. Let's go. Oh, forget it. I have such high expectations of games, I guess. Being able to jump onto objects that are 2 feet off the ground. Or knee height. Thank you. Alright, let's go. All we have left is to drop this thing off. I hear Seraphim's nice this time of year. What is even with that? Engines on. Call for clearance to take off. Here we go. Ready for liftoff. Let's go. Let's do this. So we've been told by CIG that like ATC as it stands in the game is such a legacy system. Look at that water. And that it's tied to like the game's development from like eons ago before we had whatever the modern systems are now. It's really old, and so I guess that's why they haven't really done anything like change the voices or fix the reactions. Like a lot of things Star Citizen, like they're gonna do that completely over, I guess. And I sure hope that whatever they decide to do with ATC that they add like 50 new voices with new wild lines and different accents and all that kind of stuff to make it feel more realistic, you know? I mean, I don't think these all should have like a Cockney accent. 900 years in the future, everybody sounds like they're from some kind of a like. There's something in the water. All right. I know that was terrible. That was terrible. It doesn't even sound like Alien Romulus. Okay. Here we go.
Travel engaged.
Last leg of this journey. Now, back when we used to make a ton of money doing bounties off NPCs, I would just change these out. I would change out these two weapons to Gatlings. Biggest Gatlings I could get. You know, I would remove the gimbal. I would make them the biggest Gatlings, and I would just go farm hammerheads. And then I would just steal all, I would just like salvage all the weapons and then sell them. It was fun for a while. Now, it'd be nice to be able to do that with a friend. So, like, I'll just blast them. And then somebody with a reclaimer would just come and salvage the hammerheads, and you would just make a ton of money doing that. So I think the way to go is to get a ship that's capable of beating the top tier bounties like NPC hammerhead level, blowing them up, and then having your friend in the reclaimer come and salvage all those ships, and then you just split the profit, because I think it would be almost like, that's almost, well, even if it was the prices were nerfed, that's a couple 100,000 AUEC right there per run. You just pairing up would just save you a ton of time, like processing and then stacking all the crates. And as long as you don't crash your ship, like loading or like landing and all that kind of stuff, you should be good. But I could see where when you arrive at like Orison with your salvaged goods, you still need to unload them into the freight elevator. Right? Whereas before, you would just store your ship and then go over to Providence Center and then like sell. I think it's a lot more involved now, right? You actually have to put everything on the freight elevator to sell it, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's like a process. I think that's fine, considering, you know, for most people, it was such easy money that I'm glad they introduced a little bit of extra effort in there to make those couple of 100,000 AUEC. People are becoming millionaires way too quick. Here comes Crusader. Ah, the Cloud Planet. Man, you know how long we had to wait for this planet to become real? It was like, this planet was just like a big texture for so many years. Alright, so I assume we need to go to the orbital marker to get around. Okay. Now we gotta go to another orbital marker. Alright. This is a big planet. It's a big boy. There we go. Woo! Okay, another jump, and now we gotta base this side of Crusader. There's Seraphim Station. Here we go. Nope. Okay. Just had to have the entity stream in, you know? It's oh, kind of an homage to Port Olisar. As we get close, we just gotta get to a cargo, well, not a cargo deck, but we've got to get to a large hangar to fit this bad boy in. Just want to get close enough so that we don't spend too much time on approach and lose clearance to land. We're at the correct orientation. Okay. Let's go ahead and check. All right, Seraphim is only about 5 clicks out. Let's go ahead and request a hangar. Let's see what we got.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
There we go. Oh crap, we're on the other side, so we're probably not gonna make it in. Oh, we're getting locked up by somebody. Someone's like checking us out. Don't think we're gonna make it in before this hangar closes though. Look at how close this hangar is to that ring. VTOL's down. Coming in for final approach. Watch our proximity. Lining it up. Easy. Slow down on approach. Slowing down some more. Dropping altitude here. Watch how close we are. I hate Seraphim with a passion. Landing gears down. I'm gonna bring her down as quickly as I can, though. I want to close these hangar doors.
Landing complete.
Why? Because I don't want anybody to come into the hangar. Somebody could, you know, because it is Seraphim, after all. Seraphim, the people at Seraphim do Seraphim things. So now that the doors are closing, I'm going to readjust the hangar for proper orientation. Okay, I think we're good here. Shutting off engines.
Engines off.
It's just not the best neighborhood, you know? Kind of odd, because Orison is such a nice place. And, you know, the whole city is just so nice and whatever, but... yeah, like old Port Olisar. But, you know, the gang that hangs out... the players that hang around Seraphim don't usually like to treat people nicely. It's mostly the pirates that hang around Seraphim, so you gotta watch yourself around. It's part of the star system. You know, I'd like to head down to Orison to have a drink. And I can't wait to get to Orison when I'm on a server that has a full 30 hertz tick. Because I'm sure the tick rate right now is, like, terrible. What is it right now? It's like 11 to 12. It's a tick rate right now. It's not horrible, but it's not good if you want to have well-functioning NPCs, that's for sure. Right. This should be an easy drop-off because it's all going to the same spot. And to make things go easier, we will just toss things out the back and then just lay them on the ground. That way we don't have to deal with trying to aim quickly while we move boxes out. So I will get onto the ramp, move off to the side. Now we'll just like pick up boxes and toss them. Toss them anywhere practically. It doesn't have to be a neat process here. In fact, I'm just gonna see how what's the limit of like looking and throwing without actually having to look where I'm throwing. Because supposedly it'll do it automatically. Notice I'm not really looking. I'm going and already aiming at the next thing. And I hope I'm not losing any boxes along the way. Oops. I'd say the Atlas is good for like fast unloading. Oh shit. Just try to keep track of everything that you're tossing around. So you know if it you don't want to like throw something and have it bounce out into the middle of nowhere and then you lose track of where it actually went. Like that. Good grief. There should be like some kind of insurance related to like oof. Oh. Just get on the ground. It's like playing expensive billiards. You know, instead of calling this like Amazon Prime deliveries, this is more like baggage handling at an airport. You know, how they take your stuff and hopefully nicely handle your belongings when you get onto onto an airline. You hope that they take good care of your checked-in baggage. You know, your suitcases that have all your laptops and all that kind of stuff. You want to make sure that arrives unbroken. If you saw like an Atlas carrying all your checked-in baggage, would you be worried? Especially if it happens like this. Okay, that looks like everything. Okay, so now we can actually continue on in the Atlas. We're inside, so you don't have to worry about locking up the ship. Everything here is on the ground. That'll make it easier for us to kind of point and shoot. We'll get to a vantage point. Like so. Now we can like start tossing things. Just the only weird thing is just accurately aiming. It kind of aims, it's just you're not quite sure how it's going to land. Small boxes last. There we go. So far so good. Seems pretty easy, right? Can we even do this? We can do this third person. Can I do it like this? Oh, I can do it like this. I mean, it's like it breaks immersion a little bit, I admit. And I seem to have lost my aiming. But it is kind of neat that I can kind of do this and... Oh, shoot. Can I bring it back? Yeah, the thing is that you have to like let it bring it to you or let it drop it before it kind of lets go. How far can I aim this thing? Yeah, put it over there. That's good. Okay. Another one. Can I aim? Can I aim? Where is it aiming at? It's not aiming anywhere. Darn it. It's kind of working from third person, a little bit. Darn it. All right, there we go. Yeah, I guess we could stack them. Why not? Sure. Good grief, though. It just likes to chop these things right off the ceiling. Scratch the paint, you know? Knock over boxes along the way. Whew. Just knock things over, why don't you? I guess I suppose the further along you get, the less you really should just care about how things end up, because as long as it gets onto the elevator, maybe onto the grid, that's fine. Shouldn't matter if it lands upside down, or if it wrecks anything, or if it's if it doesn't even have to be in a nice stack like this. It can be littered all over the floor as long as it makes it onto the grid, I guess. Everything appears to be clear at this point, I think. Okay, that's good. I'm going to go ahead and submit. I think that was everything. How is Seraphim anyway? How are the services here in this station? You know, 81116, I mean, 8 out of 8, 111. Okay, looks like we got everything. You got any good restaurants here at Seraphim? Contract is complete. That was, I think that was 20K, I think. Oh, I forgot my loader. Well, you know what you can also do? You can tractor beam your loader. If you can aim at it. Uh-huh. Could just put it back in our ship without having to drive it. Unsure if this is really like, let's see. Let me see if this works. Because I can run with it and just bring it up the ramp. Could be a quicker way to move it around without having to drive it. Then I can just drop it right here. And it just lands there. And then in the meantime, I could close this ramp, run to the other one. I know, it sounds like a complete waste of time. But we'll open this. Get into the driver's seat here. Hurt myself in the process.
Systems
Because it's such a large hangar, you know what I'm saying? and get inside. Why? Because we want to check out Seraphim Station. This is really like the interim replacement for Port Olisar. It looks like Port Olisar in some senses with the rings, but it uses more of the modern technology. It actually has, you know, full hangars. I mean, like, Port Olisar was all about the pads. It was very quick to get in and out, but it didn't have... You couldn't use it like a full station because it did have low capacity. There's absolutely no such thing as like instant hangars in Port Olisar. So Seraphim was built to bring up the same code level as every other station. Where is my elevator? So now they can implement all the proper technologies on it. What we don't know, I guess I haven't spent enough time here, is like, what's it like on the inside? So I'm sure we'll see other players. Here's one right here. Hey guys. So how do you guys like living here? It's kind of giving me the look like, what are you looking at? I mean, you do like it here, right, on Seraphim? Everybody who rolls a new character on the game ends up picking Crusader. They pick Orison for some reason. What? And I think it's because when you go to the main menu and you look at the visuals of where you can spawn in as your home planet, which is the nicest looking one for new players? You know? What do you think is the most welcoming planet when you look at home worlds as a starting point? The way they advertise... Look at that. Is that a dogfight? The way they advertise like Area 18 and New Babbage, they don't really show you like the nice areas as a selling point when they show like home planets. But when they show Crusader and they show you Orison, man, they show you like that beautiful sky and the clouds and the water fountains and the sculptures, and you're like, oh my god, that sounds like a great place for me to live. And then everybody spawns here as their home planet, and then they realize that the performance is not what they expected. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly beautiful to have like all the clouds and stuff, but man, if your system cannot handle it, Orison is probably not the place you want to use as your starting zone. But then, yeah, but when people start out at Orison and then they bring their ship here to make it their real respawn planet. Are those ships right there? They'll set this as their respawn area, and then they find out this is also where everybody who likes to pirate, this is where they hang out. So it's a tough existence. And I'm unsure if they even realize that, you know, other nice areas do exist, like New Babbage, which is not completely overrun by murder hobos. So let's go check out how the Galleria is here. What kind of amenities do they provide? Kind of here undercover. This is not my usual look. It's because I don't have a proper custom character that I want to use. Oh yeah, sorry if the encoder is getting overloaded. I'm still waiting for my RAM to come in. Some recommend Grimhex and Everest Harbor and other common places where it might be more dangerous than usual. Some perhaps it's also because of some guides. Well, like guides, as you mean like when we have Foundation Festival and you're supposed to get a guide. You know, I think it's also because some people who are new, the question that they ask is like, where can I go to make the most amount of money because that's like the driver of all things is how do I become a millionaire really fast? And so people tell them, yeah, you need to go to Seraphim and Grimhex and do all this stuff here. You know, you need to camp Jump Town and etc. etc. And of course, everybody gravitates to the same exact spot where everybody's basically killing each other to make money. Wow, what the heck? Is this how you get to the food court? Oh, okay, so the food court is down the hall. YouTube guides, huh? Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, if you want to make money and you want to be a millionaire quick, then yeah, you're going to go to the area that has also the highest risk to go with the highest reward. I tend to want to go somewhere where I get kind of an okay reward for not having to take a lot of risk, because sometimes I just want to play the game and get to know the game before I do anything risky. What kinds of stuff do you guys have at your at the local outfitter here? Do they have any unique armor sets here that they don't have? I mean, Grimhex is where you want to get the good armor sets. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's nice. Okay, I like that. I like this Nightfire. That looks like an interesting look. Nightfire. The Orc Mark 10. Okay. Oh, I like these backpacks. Can I load these on my ship? No, I can't, because I have to... because of how things work. Yeah, well, we are not really here for the armor. You know what we're here for? We're going to see if these guys have a proper bar. Let's go see. Ferk, you know, that server I was on last night, it had... the server tick rate was just like... it was just like going between 29 and 30. It was just like 29, 30, 29, 30, 30, 30. And it would just kind of... sometimes it would just stick on 30. And it's just like... Am I dreaming? Is this real? It's 30 frame. It's a 30 frame tick rate server. And it was amazing that it just stuck that way. And I asked in chat, I was like, yo, is this really 30? Is this a 30 hertz server? And they're like, yeah, I guess because there's only 9 of us there. And it was like that the whole time. And I ran like a bunch of hauling missions, and it went perfectly. And then it 30k'd out of nowhere. And I was so bummed. Like, dude, I wonder if that was like a test server to see how well they can run something. Dude, this thing... this is an automatic downgrade because Seraphim does not have a bar. Because they also probably have not working bartenders. I regret not being able to get to a bar on that 30 tick rate server that I was on. I wanted to really try out, see if bartenders worked on there. Okay, this is cool. It's not bad. It's got weapons. It's got armor. It has a cargo center, which we will actually go to. So I'm going to pick up some containers. It's got weapons. I mean, like a ship weapons area, so you can outfit your ship. What we want are 1/8 SCU boxes. So if we go somewhere like an outpost, not even an outpost. Yeah, like those mining areas where, you know, you could possibly pick up drinks and whatnot. It'll be easier for you to store things without having to carry around like 1 SCU. You know, people pick on SC for not having VR, but I think like if you have a webcam and you do FOIP and head tracking, I think that's as good as you can. It's pretty good. We want not attachments, containers. There we go. I've already got 1 SCU. I know I needed a 2 SCU for something. I can't remember why. Oh, it's because I wanted to store all those, I wanted to store all the weird funguses and plagues and all that I have at home in New Babbage, and I just want to sell them all. Okay, so I think 2 SCU should be enough to cover all that. I'm going to buy 1. And then I'm also going to buy like 1 4 SCU box. We've earned it. And a bunch of these little store all boxes. I'm going to buy like 6 of them. And then a 1 SCU container. And we're gonna load them onto our ship. Okay, yeah. Shucks. Well, I've got more than I need then. I was just thinking like, oh yeah, I could just load them into the containers I've got. Let's get back. Darn it. I should I'd say the prestige and glamour of having like a very large hangar starts to become tiring. So you start to lose it because of the effort it takes to run around the hangar, run back and forth on the hangar, you needing to take a vehicle to get to the other side of a hangar. Look at all these folks in their medical gowns.
Vehicle selected.
This guy's even taking.
Your vehicle has been depleted.
You gonna bring all those meds with you? That guy is just running off with the medicine. Hey, well, I hope you feel better. He took the tray with him from the hospital. But what you notice when everybody's walking around with their med gowns is because they want to get right back into the action because they died somewhere, and probably, this being Seraphim, it's because they were doing something bad. They were being bad. Alright, so now, we got boxes, so we need to get them loaded on. So I will probably... Where's the freight elevator on this one? Oops. Should be right there. Okay. Okay. Why am I even taking this? This is just a... I'm just going to accidentally kill myself on this thing. I should not have used STV. I will probably put this back whenever I get a chance. This little car is just too risky to use. It's just buggy as hell. Which is funny because this STVs weren't buggy before. They just got buggier more with each new patch. With all the new features, like adding the new patch, the ship itself was just not designed to do all those things. All right. So, box management, like loading little boxes into big boxes. This is how we're going to work. We got to transfer the lift down to the warehouse. And from there, this is where you can micromanage all the stuff. So you see how we have little boxes, medium boxes, big boxes, okay? 4 SCU, 2 SCU, for example. I can, for example, take the 4 SCU box and I can open it. Oops. Let's go back out. I can move this to this side, and then from here I can open it. And then I can drag all the little boxes inside to store them in the big box. Hell, I think I can even... Can't I drag a big box into here? Oh, I can. Interesting. I mean, it should fit. Now I can... A 1 SCU box can fit into a 4, of course. And then these two I can just do that. So now... I think what they don't... I think what's a little bit buggy is the fact that how do you take the 1 SCU box out of the 4 SCU box with proper immersion? Like, you're gonna have to, like, basically pull it out of thin air. Okay, come on, come on. Mass, no. Range warning, huh? This is 2 SCU, so of course they kind of nerfed how easy it is to lift those kind of items. Understandably, but it's quite nerfed. Like, very nerfed. But I guess it makes it believable, because if you're like a person with a little tool like this, with a tractor beam, how the hell could you possibly lift something off the ground? It defies the laws of physics, right? Okay, let's get these onto the ship. Just gonna get onto the ramp. I don't have to be fancy. Okay, now we just grab that. Mass exceeded, interesting. Because of the weight. Becomes more difficult. Now, and the beauty of having the hand tractor beam is the fine controls you have when carrying things. Like, and stacking, for example, like that. Okay. See there? Now you can... Now I'm able, if you look inside of the 4 SCU crate here, if I were to open it now, walk up to it and say F. F. See inventory, you see the smaller boxes and then the one personal SCU crate there also. Which is what I would end up putting in the back of this if I could open it properly, but it's bugged. The nice thing about 1 SCU boxes, they fit perfectly on the back of Cyclone, like the base Cyclone, which makes the base Cyclone a very good carrier for missions, I guess. Okay, we're good there. Well, that'll be good. We should actually... I should take off from this. Good. Ensuring that we are closed up. Oh. We have internal inventory. Now, how am I supposed to get internal inventory from the internal inventory into a box? Because the button is upstairs, but the crates are down here. Luckily, I have room in my backpack for all those things. Logistics-wise, now that we have kind of physicalized cargo, you cannot really move items from one deck to another without a physical carrying box, so to speak. So if I was to go here and I was to open this... Nope, that's component storage. Close that. It should be this one. Yeah. So you see here... Oh, well, this is very interesting. This particular... So, each storage compartment on this Hercules, each container is separate. So this container is separate. Okay, that's component storage. Internal storage is separate. Yeah, well, what I didn't realize is that the Hercules has multiple different internal storage areas. So each internal thing is its own storage unit. I always thought it was just like one big shared internal storage pool. So yeah, if I wanted to bring all this stuff downstairs and bring it back to my homeworld, I would have to either carry a box with me or load it all into my backpack, which I'm going to do right. I can't do it with a move all button, but I can kind of carry it. Almost. Let's see how much I can really pack in here. I'm amazed that I can. Let's see if I can get some of these into my... I could probably carry that jacket separately. Oh my goodness. But I can... let's see, can I carry that? Can I fit one more? Oh yeah, I can. Woo! Medium-sized backpack. Alright. That's good. I have no idea how I was going to do that. Other than... What? You're going to bring a 1 SCU crate on the elevator with you? From what my own personal experience, it seems like those micro SCU boxes would not hold anything either. You would need to maybe bring like something the size of a medium backpack. Why is the elevator not moving? Is this server about to die? Lower deck, please. It's getting scary. I'm telling you. Okay, so now this is where we would look, and we want to just, like this 4 SCU box here, now we can transfer everything over. Stuff from the internal backpack, I would go ahead and just put it away. Hell, I think it's no, I can't. Just push everything. Push all the buttons. So it becomes more tedious, but it kind of works. You know? You just try to you just try to ensure that you don't bring along anything you can't move. All right, what do we got? What do we got? We got over here. One moment, please. Dude, why? What? 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 Hold on a second. Just like looking at these categories here. Ah, good. Okay. Well, we've got all the stuff we're going to carry, and I'm actually going to send you guys off. I'm sending you guys off to Tarada. Tarada, as you know, is legendary for his low-flying skills. And I think that you guys would enjoy a little bit of that. He's probably not doing it right now, but you know what? It's probably the best place to take you guys. So why don't we show him some love? And let's just see, hopefully. Maybe he'll take you somewhere that I definitely would end up crashing on. What do you say? Let's do it. I'll see you guys next Sunday, and hopefully I'll have 64 gigs of RAM, and that's going to help with performance big time. So, everybody, peace out. Thank you. Thank you again. Did it even work? Did it even work? Did the raid even go through? I sure hope so, because I think I did. See, everything is so whacked. It's like everything is moving super slow.